Hey everyone, so is the Samsung Tab S7 lineup still worth buying here near the end of 2022? Uh, I'm going to be specifically talking about the S7 Plus. That's the one I had and the one I've had for quite some time now. Uh, so yes, it is, but at the same time, no, it is not. Right now, for pre-Black Friday sales or Black Friday sales, the S7 Plus here, for the base version, 128 gigabytes of storage version, is on sale for $700, which is a good price. But the problem is, you can also get the S8 Plus for the same exact price for Black Friday sale. For some reason, they have them at the same price: the S7 Plus and the S8 Plus, both $700. So if you're buying brand new, of course, just get the S8 Plus. It's newer. It's going to last, of course, longer. It should be a little bit faster. But now, if you go and buy one used, you can save a few $100 off of that price. My area, there's not too many out there used, but the one I've seen, you can save at least $200-300 off of the brand new price, even on the Black Friday prices. And I'm sure people will give you even better deals because people don't really buy expensive tablets used. Usually just go and buy them new. So if you can get one used for a good price, then yes. But if you're buying brand new, same price as an S8 Plus, then probably not, because just buy the S8 Plus. It's gonna be newer. But now let's talk about this device. This is my main device. I use this every day, all the time. I pretty much have to charge it up every other day, as I use it so much. The 12.4-inch display is beautiful. It is, to me, almost a perfect size tablet. I tried out the S8 Ultra actually a couple of times now, and every time I just think it's too big. That thing is 14.6 inches, I believe it is. It, to me, in my own opinion, is just too big of a device. This is perfect. This will fit in almost any spot you want to put it on. It's like maybe on your desk if you're using this for school. If you're like me watching YouTube while you eat, it fits right in front of you without taking up too much space. And it's just like a perfect size. Now, one thing I do sometimes have issue with, and by issue I mean my own issue. It's not really an issue at all. It's just because of the aspect ratio. If you were to compare this to an Apple iPad Pro, which is a little bit chunkier this way, a little bit wider, just so it's perfect when you're in this way, but you turn it like this, you just do not see as much of the stuff. Again, this is my own issue more than anything, but it's not as good this way when you're looking up things online as it is like this. Whereas compared to like the iPad Pro, both ways are very similar, because again of the aspect ratio. But in all honesty, that's really the only issue I have. And again, it's not really an issue, it's just a me issue. This thing is incredibly fast for web browsing. It will play games in max graphics, most games in max graphics. Obviously, it is a powerhouse. So on Best Buy's website, again, cheaper tablets have some issue loading this in. By issue, I mean they're just a bit slower. Let's go ahead and hit this. And I mean, of course, this is only about a year old or so. So it is, and it was, of course, the top of the line Samsung tablet. So at the time they did not have the Ultra even. But you guys can see how super fast it is. I mean, it just loads in very quick. So you're really not going to come into any power issues. I mean, maybe if you're a crazy heavy user doing things like 4K video editing or stuff like that, it's going to be a little bit slower than, say, the new one. But you shouldn't really have any issues with pretty much anything you want to do on this device. It is just a powerhouse. And this, of course, does have DeX on it, which basically gives you a more of a desktop type feel. And you can do kind of cool things, like we can open up multiple Chrome at the same time here. You can open up other things at the same time as well. So you can have a whole bunch of different apps open at the same time on your device on the same screen, which of course you can do as well when you're not in index mode. You can have multiple apps open at the same time. You can kind of adjust them and whatnot. But all in all, I would still highly recommend this device. It is fantastic, again, especially if you can get it on, say, used for super cheap. Now, there are, of course, other options out there, again, like the S8 Plus, S8 Ultra. I mean, you can even look at something like the iPad 9, which is actually on sale right now for only $270 for Black Friday. Normally only $330. By only, I mean compared to this guy, which is on sale for $700. This is still almost as quick as the S7 Plus. It's not quite as quick. It's not going to be able to do heavier applications as quick as the S7 Plus, but for a more of a just tablet use, it is very, very similar on speed and power as the S7 Plus. They can do games, again, in max graphics just fine. Most games, probably not every single game, but most games it can do in max graphics just fine. It's still insanely fast, just like the S7 Plus is. It's not as nice, quite as nice as the S7 Plus. I mean, the screen isn't quite as good. It's also not as good of a quality of a screen, but it is still a very, very fantastic device if you're looking for something that's still very good and do not mind iOS. I mean, if you're more of Android, then the S7 series, S8 series will be better, of course. Then the last thing I want to show off and talk about here is the speakers. It is quad speakers. You have two, and well, one here, one here, one here, one here. You have quad speakers. They sound really, really good. This is at max volume. It's very, very loud. So this is, again, 12.4 inch. Very nice display. So it'd be very good for watching movies, and again, I use mine all the time for YouTube. So. Then here is a 4K video, the 2160 P60 HDR. Of course, you can make it zoomed in. Due to this camera, it's not going to be looking that good. But this, it looks amazing. I mean, it is just beautiful. Again, it is full screen now. 12.4 inch. It is a beautiful display. Again, along with the speakers, it is just really, really good for video consumption. That load in. I mean, it's almost like you're there. It is just beautiful. So is this still worth buying? Yes, in my opinion it is, but I don't know why they did not make this like $50, $100 cheaper than the S8 series, or S8 Plus in this case, which is a little bit goofy to me. Kind of mind-boggling why they'd keep them at the same price, but they did. But all in all, it's still a fantastic device. I use mine all the time. This is my main device I use. Switch between this and the iPad 9, basically. So yeah, y'all let me know what you think. I really do appreciate you watching. Hope you have a good one. Happy holidays. Goodbye.